Osho, I'd like to, just mention something I thought about. Sometimes we do things, or you see something, a smell or whatever, to make you think of things or remind you of something, things like that. Well, I think about how that James talked about the tongue and everything, about the fire, just a little fire, and a little spark, how that when you have a little spark, like you said, you see with a fire striker using that to get a fire going, and that's all it takes is a spark, one good little spark. And then you think about being born again when you was first born in the Lord, and you're just a newbie. How that, when you think about it, that there's that newness. You quite didn't understand everything yet, but that didn't make no difference, did it? You wanted to tell the world. You might not understood or knew how to go about it, but you wanted to tell the world. Your heart was bubbling. And even though you didn't know exactly how to go about it exactly, you still went out and started telling people. And I think that's marvelous. But somehow, somewhere, as we, I guess you say, get older in the Lord, or however you want to phrase it, or somewhere along the line, though, things happen, and next thing you know, kind of sluggish, a little slow. That fire just don't seem to be there anymore. That fire, that spark that started a fire, that fire seemed to die down a little. And in some of us, it's completely died out. And some, there's still embers. Some, there's still fire there, but it's not much. Well, we need to be ablaze in fire, because the Bible talks about fervent, being fervent, and zealous, to have zeal. We need to get that back. We need to, whatever has caused us to lose that, we need to repent of it and shake it off. Cast it to the side and get that fire. We'll need to fan them embers back into a flame. Every single one of us. Now, your ones might be older and the body's not able to get out and do the things he once could when he's younger. Don't worry about it. God have a plan for you to make a way, right? When you're younger, hey, let me tell you something. You get that fire burning, don't let it go out. Fan it into flames, and don't let it go out. And then so when you've got that flame just ablazing, 'tis like a beacon that sends out a light for miles and miles to the lost, so they can find their way home to Jesus. Well, you let it shine. But in so doing, remember this: do not, for those who come, don't send them away. And let them come. But the biggest problem I've seen with some, with their zeal, they send more away than they do to embrace, to come to, to allow them to come to Jesus. So, Let us get our fire, our zeal, and let's do more for Jesus while there's still light and still while we still can. Our country has fell into darkness, and there's still some light, but it's just barely there. So we got to be like lighthouses, you know. So let's let those lights shine. Let's get the flames back. No matter what, don't let someone steal your fire. Don't let them steal your crown. Also remember, we're running a race. Let's run, you know, in such a way that we are running not just to be running, but to run this race like you're wanting to win it and really want to win it. Because the crown you want to win is a crown of life, not a temporary crown or a thing or a reward. This is for eternity. Let's go out there, win that race. Let's get that fire going, alright? Think about it. Shalom and ha-ho.